Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Murray. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Company going for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Ball again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready, 19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Ball has it knocked loose, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
70 Timberwolves!
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Murray's throw taken in by Adams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Pat the 11, pat the 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means It's got a better chance of...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you hear a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Jalen Armour Davis, the one to get the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Back to 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now back to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Right there. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Here's Murray from midfield. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
The last play got out just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Street.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Reload. Pat the street. Go.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Murray now running right on the option. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back.
70 Ranger, go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll drop to throw. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jalen Armour-Davis in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Mustang 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. To throw is Murray. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to get it back to a one-score game. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially